ThaBoxingvoice.com here with Lamont Roach Jr. Champ, we're in DC. Well, we're in Baltimore. Not too far from DC.
Not too far.
Not too far from your stomping grounds. Gotta ask though. Obviously, we're here for Javante, main event homecoming.
Yes, sir.
First off, before we get into that though, I gotta talk. Word just broke. You are Jamel Heron's mandatory.
Yes, sir.
Word is Veterans Day weekend, so it's the second weekend in November.
Yep.
And I know Bob's been trying to get him to fight on the military installation. First off, what are your thoughts on that? Have you heard anything as far as that?
I have seen some write-ups about that. To be honest, I don't care where we fight. As long as it's a ring, as long as we got on gloves, I don't care where we fight.
You don't feel that maybe, you know, if it is on a military installation, given the military folks they're supporting him and his veteran background, you don't no concern that it may sway the judges a certain way?
Nah, I don't think so. I think if as long as it's on the East Coast, I think my fans will be in there as heavy as his, even on a military holiday.
Now that said, the fight would do huge on the East Coast. Question is, now, how do you, going into that fight, where's your head going into that? You know, how do you see that fight playing out? He does have a significantly larger height and reach advantage on you.
Yeah, he's a pretty tall guy for 130, very linky. But we still coming up with a game plan, devising it. We've been studying, we've been watching. We know what we have our hands full with, but at the end of the day, he's going to have to adjust to what we have and what we bring to the table.
And you'll be able to do the same, of course.
Yes, sir.
Last time we saw you was on the Canelo Danny Jacobs undercard, which earned you this position. Yeah. You've been in the gym, staying active?
Yeah, I've been in the gym. I've been in the gym for a while too. They're gonna see.
You know, the only reason I bring that up just because if you do fight on Veterans Day weekend, it'll be a 6-month. I don't want to call it a layoff because it's not, you know, untypical, right? But I just, you know, so you've been.
It's
active.
A long time out of the ring, but I've been active. I've been in the gym. I took a couple weeks off after that fight, spent time with my family, and then I got right back in the gym.
Sharpening your tools.
You know it.
So, Javante Davis, obviously he got the WBA strap.
Yeah.
Tonight also in Dallas, you got Tevin Farmer defending his IBF strap.
Yeah.
And then the other champ in the division, WBC strap, is Miguel Berchelt. You know, do you feel that we could get those unifications? Because, I mean, Miguel and Jamel being on the same side of the street, it seemed like they didn't want to do that. Now he fighting you. You got the mandatory spot. There's been a lot of talk between Tevin and Tank, but same thing.
It's like tempers are flaring as far as those fights happening. I think Tevin and Tank are closer to happening than any other unification, especially if they both handle business tonight, which I think so. For the most part, the only thing I heard is about a bunch of hoopla between Jamel and Berchelt saying who didn't send the contract or who did send the contract or whatever the case may be. But I know that I'm going to make my mark once I win this title, and I'm looking to unify. My major goal in boxing is to become a world champion, and my second goal after that is to become a superstar. And how do you become a superstar without fighting champions?
Right. Now, that said, obviously, Jamel's first, not to overlook him. But you are with Golden Boy. They work with DAZN. Tevin is with Matchroom, and they work with DAZN. Yeah. Should Tevin not fight Tank? And when you get past Jamel, is that a fight that interests you?
That's definitely a fight that interests me. All champions interest me, man. Especially if it makes dollars, it makes sense.
And to me, that fight is a very strategic, it's like a chess match.
I would think so, yeah. He's pretty crafty in there.
And about the same size as well. Mm-hmm. How do you see that fight playing out? He's been very active. This is his 5th fight in the last 11 months. Yeah. How do you see a potential fight between yourself and Tevin playing out?
A potential fight with me and him would be huge. He's from the East as well, so it'll be, a big sellout crowd. A lot of animosity in the air, but not between me and him. He's a cool guy too. I know him. I see him around. He's cool. But I know for a fact that it'll be a good show on DAZN.
Lamont, can't wait for you to get in that Veterans Day weekend.
Yes,
let the fans know where to follow you on social media, champ.
You can follow me at 101X on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Lamont Roach Jr.
Thank you very much for your time, champ.
Feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.